Hi, Kaylee. Hi. Just give it another minute. Just wait for a few more people to come along.
Okay. It's saying it's fine now. Hello.
Hello, I can hear you okay. Hi there.
Yeah, I can hear us now. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. It's been very quiet. Everyone's very quiet today.
You can sit. Thanks. Since I might just need a piece of paper to write down the questions when they come. Yeah. Okay. All right. Lady. Oh, you see, you've done it. So.
Hi there. Hi, Leon.
Hello.
Kelly.
We're early, but still waiting for others to go.
Hi, Chris.
It's okay.
You're all okay? We're going to get started now. It's just after 4:30. So welcome. Thanks for coming on to our weekly Friday quiz. Once again, Gloria sends her regards. She set the quiz today, so I hope you find it a challenging one, but an interesting one. It's again, we're going to have another general knowledge sports quiz. So really going to test your very broad knowledge of sport, lots of different subjects, lots of different sports. So I'm going to get started now. So I'm just going to share my screen. Right, hopefully you can all see my screen okay. Right, okay, so good luck everyone. Pens and papers ready. So here goes. So question number 1. So what sport is described as the beautiful game? What sport is described as the beautiful game? Is it A, rugby? Is it B, basketball?
Linda, what do you think?
C, football? Or is it D, golf? So A, rugby.
Football.
Is it B, basketball? Is it C, football? D, golf. So the beautiful game. Hopefully you've heard that phrase before, quite a well-known one. Describe one of those 4 sports. once again, A, rugby, B, basketball, C, football, or D, golf. Right, we're going to move on to question number 2, which is the following. What is Canada's national sport? And there is a hint there. Greer's given us a hint. Don't say ice hockey, because it's not ice hockey. A lot of people think it's ice hockey, very popular sport in Canada, but it isn't that sport. The options to choose from are A, lacrosse. We've got B, football. We've got C, speed skating. Or D, swimming. So what is Canada's national
one
sport?
of the A or C?
A, lacrosse. Is it B?
Linda, do you know this one?
Is it C, speed skating? Or is it D, swimming?
So I said A.
Have a think about that one.
Do you know speed?
So once again, Canada's national sport, A, lacrosse, B, football, C, speed skating, or D, swimming. Okay, let's move on to question number 3. We've got a football question here. So in football, which team has won the most Champions Leagues? So which team has won the Champion League the most time out of these 4 options? Is it A, Chelsea? Is it B, Juventus? Is it C, Southampton? Or is it D, Real Madrid? So hopefully you've heard of all those 4 teams, but only one of those has won the Champions League the most times. So is it A, Chelsea? Is it B, Juventus? C, Southampton? Or is it D, Real Madrid? So UEFA Champions League, we're getting very close to this year's final, aren't we? I think we're in the semi-finals at the moment. So getting very close to this year's final. But who's won the most? A, Chelsea, B, Juventus, C, Southampton, or D, Real Madrid? So if you want to make your choice, then we'll move on to the next question, which is, which sport uses a net, a racket or rackets, and a shuttlecock? So which sport uses a net, also uses a racket, and also uses a shuttlecock? Okay, so our choices are A, hockey, B, tennis, C, badminton, or D, lacrosse. We've got lacrosse again. So A, hockey, B, tennis, C, badminton, or D, lacrosse. So a sport that uses bits of equipment, which would be a net, rackets, and a shuttlecock. So A, hockey, B, tennis, C, badminton, or D, lacrosse. So hopefully you may have an idea on that one. Let's move on. Question number 5, got a swimming question here. So what is one of the main strokes that we use in swimming? So is it backstroke? Is it front stroke? Is it C, side stroke? Or is it D, understroke? So there are your 4 choices again, but only one of those is a main stroke in swimming. Is it A, backstroke? Is it B, front stroke? Is it C, side stroke? Or is it D, understroke? So all very similar names there, aren't there? But only one of those is kind of what we would recognize as a main swimming stroke. Okay, so have a think on that one before we move on to the next question. Hopefully you're all lots of swimmers out there. Maybe you've done one of those strokes. Maybe it's your favorite swimming stroke. Okay, so question number 6. So how long is a marathon? How long is a marathon? So 4 choices. Is it A, 10 kilometers? Or is it B, 21 kilometers? Or is it C, 42.16 kilometers? Or is it D, 5 kilometers? I know it's a very, very long way, but it could be any of those. Long distance. Looks as though the lady there is working really hard in a marathon. But how far is it? So is A, 10 kilometers? Is it B, 21 kilometers? C, 42.16 kilometers? Or D, 5 kilometers? Okay, let's have a think on that one. Hopefully you might have, I don't know, someone might have even run a marathon here. That'd be amazing. But a lot of people have these days. Very, very popular event. Okay, let's move on. Question number 7. Got a tennis question for you now. So who has won the most tennis Grand Slam titles in the women's game, with actually 23 Grand Slam titles? That's a huge number, 23. But which woman has won that many Grand Slam tennis titles? Your 4 choices. Is it A, Steffi Graf? Is it B, Billie Jean King? Is it C, Venus Williams? Or is it D, her sister, Serena Williams? Okay, so 4 fantastic players there, absolutely amazing tennis stars in their own right, but only one of them's won 23 titles, Grand Slam titles. A, Steffi Graf. B, Billie Jean King. C, Venus Williams. Or D, Serena Williams. Okay, so just have a quick think on that one before we move on. Okay, let's move on to the next question, which is question number 8. Got a Formula One question for you now. We want to know who is the most successful Formula One driver with an amazing 96 victories. So who has won 96 times in Formula One driving? Again, 4 fantastic drivers. Is it A, Jenson Button? Is it B, Michael Schumacher? Is it C, Lewis Hamilton? Or is it D, Valtteri Bottas? It's a slightly unusual name. Valtteri Bottas. I think he's the teammate, isn't he, of Lewis Hamilton at the moment? So one of those has won 96 Grand Prix, but which one? A, Jenson Button. B, Michael Schumacher. C, Lewis Hamilton. D, Valtteri Bottas. Just have a think about that.
Doggett.
Hopefully you've got your answer. Okay, let's move on to question number 9, athletics this time. So we're looking to see who currently has the world record for the men's 100 meters in a time of 9.58 seconds. And that is incredibly fast. 9.58 seconds for 100 meters, amazing time. But who was it? Is it A, Usain Bolt? Is it B, Justin Gatlin? Is it C, Carl Lewis? Or is it D, Asafa Powell? So once again, they've all been amazing 100-meter sprinters, all won lots of medals over the years, but only one of them has set that incredible time of 9.58 seconds for the 100 meters. A, Usain Bolt. B, Justin Gatlin. C, Carl Lewis. Or D, Asafa Pound. Let's have a think about that one again. Hopefully you may know the answers to that one.
Race.
Okay. And finally, so we got our usual kind of word quiz here, word question for you. So if you unscramble, you rearrange the letters on that left-hand side, and you're trying to make up the name of one of the greatest boxers of all time. So we've got all those letters there. It's two words we're looking for. We're looking for a first name and a second name. And there should be a slight division there between the last three letters, L-A-I. They're separate from the first. So that will give you a clue as to the first and second names. So rearrange those letters and we're going to make up the name of one of the greatest boxers of all time. So hopefully you know some boxers. Been lots of fantastic boxers over the years from all different countries. But we're looking for the one that is probably considered to be the greatest one of all time. So rearrange those letters and hopefully you can get his proper name. Give you just a little bit more time to think about that one.
Yeah.
Right, okay, folks, it's time to go through the answers. I'm just going to go back right to the beginning and we'll go through the answers. Okay, so question number one, we were seeing if you knew what was the beautiful game, what is described as the beautiful game. Any ideas? Anyone like to?
Football.
Ilion's shouting football at me. Okay, anyone else?
Football.
Yeah.
Football.
I think we know that one. Yeah, and it is a beautiful game, isn't it? When it's played by good teams. Yeah, it's C, football. So well done. 1 out of 1 if you got the football. Marvellous.
Basketball.
Great stuff. Okay, question number 2. I think this is a tough one, this one. So what is Canada's Canada's national sport? Lacrosse, football, speed skating or swimming? Ruby, you going to give me your answer?
Cross.
Lacrosse, okay, that's interesting. Anyone else have any other different ideas? Maybe think it's another sport? What do you think, Ilion?
Boss.
You think lacrosse. Okay, one more. Anyone else like to give me one more answer?
Speed skating.
Someone's gone down the speed skating route. Oh, I like that. Well, if you put lacrosse, you'd be absolutely right. I had no idea about that before I saw this question earlier, but lacrosse is the most popular national sport in Canada. So well done for getting lacrosse. Question number 3. Okay, so football question. Which team has won the most Champions League titles? It was Chelsea, Juventus, Southampton or Real Madrid. So teams from various countries there. Who thinks they know the answer for that one? Any ideas?
Chelsea. Real Madrid.
Chelsea.
I heard a Chelsea in there. That's interesting.
Real Madrid.
I've heard a Real Madrid from Ilion. Anyone think it's Southampton? I wish it was. I wish it was Southampton. It's my team. And we're playing tonight. So I hope we win. But I don't think we've won many Champions League titles, unfortunately.
Chelsea.
The answer is D, Real Madrid. They won loads. I don't know how many, but loads and loads, more than all the other teams in Europe. So D, Real Madrid. Well done if you got D. Okay, so our next question was actually what you know about bits of equipment in a sport. Okay, the sport that uses a net, racket, and a shuttlecock. Any ideas, anyone? Anyone got any?
Badminton.
I'm hearing badminton. Are we hearing any other sport?
Badminton.
I think I might have heard a tennis in there. I think the giveaway really is shuttlecock. I think probably most of us would maybe recognise a shuttlecock. So it's badminton. C, badminton. Well done if you put C. Good stuff if you got that one right. Tennis, yeah, I can see if you put racket and net, but the shuttlecock's the difference. The shuttlecock is what makes it badminton. So well done if you got C, badminton. So next question was all about swimming. Different types of swimming, different types of stroke, I should say. It was backstroke, front stroke, side stroke, or understroke. Who thinks they know what's the proper stroke?
Backstroke.
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 Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of backstrokes there, which is good. Anyone?
What's the fastest one?
Maybe a front stroke?
Possible.
No, it's
This
A.
one?
Well done. It's backstroke. Backstroke is the answer. Hope you've all had a chance over the years to do some backstroke in a local pool. Very good stroke.
That's stroke.
So well done if you've got a backstroke. Okay, so this was the question 6 about the length of a marathon. So it was 10K, 21 kilometers, 42.16 kilometers, or 5 kilometers. So who reckons they may know the answer to the length of a marathon? Any ideas?
We want it meters.
See,
Okay.
42.
42.16, I've heard. Yeah, Ilya, I don't know if you said 21 earlier.
42, guys.
Okay, well, I think I've heard 42.16 a couple of times, and if you put 42.16, you'd be absolutely right. It's the longest distance of all those 4 choices. And I know there's good old Debbie there. She's run a couple, hasn't you? You've done a couple of those, haven't you? Well done. Good effort. Great effort, in fact. So 42.16 is the correct answer for the length of a marathon. So well done if you got that one. Question number 7. So this is our tennis question. We wanted to know if you knew who'd won the most women's Grand Slam titles. Steffi Graf, Billie Jean King, Venus Williams, or sister Serena Williams.
So we are
Serena.
Dennis.
Oliver, yeah, we're all coming out with Serena. Oh, okay, not Venus. We're sure it's not Venus, her sister. She's pretty good. No, you're not changing your answer. No, well done. Serena is absolutely right. 23 incredible titles, Serena, and she's trying to get to 24. She's desperate to get to 24. Maybe this year at Wimbledon, you never know. So yeah, D, Serena Williams is right. Well done if you got that. Next question was our Formula One, our F1 question. So we wanted to know who's won 96 individual Grand Prix. Jenson Button, Michael Schumacher, Lewis Hamilton, or Valtteri Bottas. What do we put for our answers?
Yeah, Hamilton.
You gone for one of us? So you gone for Lewis? Anyone else?
Lewis.
B.
Michael Schumacher. That's an interesting answer. Fantastic driver. Anyone else like to have a hazard a guess?
Do you know Lewis Hamilton?
Right.
Chris, very confident with Lewis Hamilton. And if you put Lewis Hamilton, you'd be right. So C, Lewis Hamilton is the right answer. Only fairly recently got to 96, but yeah, incredible effort. But C, Lewis Hamilton, well done if you got him. Number 6. Well done. Next was our sprint, 100-meter sprint question about who is the fastest man who's ever run 100 meters at 9.58 seconds.
Usain
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt or Asif Patel. I'm already hearing loads of Usain Bolts. Look at this, Usain Bolt. Who can do the pose? Who can do the pose for me? Toby is much better than my pose, mate. There was a good poses though. Yeah, well done. I think we all knew that one, didn't we? Usain, incredible. Usain Bolt. What a shame he's had to retire. But well done. Usain Bolt A is the right answer. Well done for that. Yeah, that's nice, Toby. Love that pose. And then finally, we wanted you to see if you could get the name of this great boxer, probably the greatest of all time. 2 words. Who'd like to have a go at saying his name if you got it?
Muhammad Ali.
That's beautifully said, Ilion. I like that. Muhammad Ali was on.
Muhammad Ali.
Anyone else? Yeah, it was hard to trick you with that one because he is the best of all time, I'm certain. Yeah, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is your answer that we were looking for. So well done, folks. That's the end of today's quiz. I'm just going to unshare my screen. So do we get any maximums? Any 10s out of 10? Who's going to put their hand up for a 10 out of 10?
Then.
I think there were some 10s. Well done. What other scores do we get?
10 out of 10.
Well done, Ilion. Fantastic. Any other rates?
10 out of 10.
Ruby got a 10 out of 10. Great stuff, Ruby. Got some others.
5 out of 6.
A 9
5
out of 10.
out of 10.
Awesome, good scores. Fantastic.
5 out of
Well,
10.
the main thing is you had a good time. Hopefully, hopefully enjoyed that quiz. An 8 from Ben. That's amazing. Well done, Ben. Very good. Any others you want to share your scores before we all sign off? Anyone else? Very good. Okay. So I'm not sure. I think Maria may be back next week to set another challenging quiz for you. But well done. You obviously all know your sport. I hope you're going to all have a lovely bank holiday weekend. Anyone got any plans? You're going to get outside, hopefully if it's nice and sunny, get to a local park or meet some friends outside, something like that. Any ideas? Anyone want to share ideas? Meeting up with some friends, hopefully. I'm looking forward to my Monday not having to work. That'd be nice long weekend. Right, okay. So, okay, we're going to sign off then. So if anyone else want to say anything, we're all kind of happy just to start wave. Just wave to friends.
Bye.
We're leaving now.
See you,
Bye.
everyone. Lovely to see you all. Have a fantastic bank holiday weekend. Make the most of that lovely weather, hopefully. Just a few minutes. We'll catch up again next week. Okay. Sign off in 3, 2, 1. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye. Bye.